Yo, what up? What up? What up? We need a mic check as soon as possible from anyone, please.
Yes, microphone check.
I feel like your shit's loud as fuck in my ears, but I don't know what I sound like.
It could be. It could be. Hopefully, somebody will tell us. I can turn it down a little bit.
I know these assholes never ever give us any feedback. We want you.
Yeah.
What you said? You said Illuminati is premiering a hit piece on us.
Yeah, he's got one premiering right now.
I mean, should we start with that? I do want to say this is part 2 of the last one we did. We got into Nasira Jasira and how Doge is kind of being propped up as kind of a somewhat similar psychological propaganda piece like that. I don't know why people think that they're saying like, oh, Doge is finding all this money. There's no money. The money's fucking spent.
Yeah, the money's gone. The money's gone.
I don't get this idea that there's like trillions of dollars. Like, yeah, it's all spent. Maybe they're turning off. They're turning off the hose, and
they didn't literally find like a vault. They didn't find Scrooge. They didn't find Scrooge McDuck. Not what the fucking the duck, the rich duck. You know that had
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck. They didn't find Scrooge McDuck's fucking swimming pool full of gold or something out there. You know, these are numbers on spreadsheets is what they're finding.
And if anything, all they did is just like turn off these fucking fraudulent payments. They didn't like recover money. That's what I don't get. Some people are kind of portraying it as like all this money's like coming back in.
Yeah, no. Yeah, if anything, I mean, couldn't they just, I don't know, you know, if it's all fiat anyways, I mean, can't they just you know, write it off or write it back in, or you know, like
I guess they would have to like pursue it in court if it was real fraudulent. That's a process.
But you know, just like you know, it was there's Doge and them dar hills, and then we get to where we're at recently. But I don't know. You want to take a look at Tommy's hit piece?
I mean, I kind of do. Pull it up.
Okay, let me get it pulled up.
Could you pull that one up, E? Make sure you subscribe to Enslaved by Truth channel. We're streaming on the back my panel channel here. Get chalked up, and make sure you subscribe to OOE_33.
He used that hilarious image that he did of us all in the bathtub for the cover again.
Oh yeah, that was so gay. Why do you have that image, Tommy? Why is that image on your fucking hard drive, Tommy? That's sus as fuck.
Okay, let me get this pulled up here.
Good to see Capricorn, Guy Freeman. We have Provo in the chat, Crypto Alchemist BC.
Well, the title of it is the title says to read the description, so maybe we should start there. He says this is a rough draft start of a long campaign panelverse war. Okay, I guess we're going to war. Thanks for the notice. Watch the content evolve. I'm going to take on these 3 channels and see if I can literally run them off the streets. He's going to run us off the streets, folks. We have tried peace talks and ultimatums, and contrary to some dipshit guru wannabes, love is a prime motivator in most wars, especially on the ground. You don't have to assist, like it, or even stay subbed, but you're expected at minimum to stay the fuck out of my way. If you're new around here, settle in for the long haul. Lurk and see what you figure out along the way. I'm not tagging anyone this time because I know the parties involved are expecting me, and there's plenty of birdies around. I'm going to hit the road for the next ruthless location. See you then.
How long is this fucking video?
It's still premiering, I think.
Oh, man. I don't know if I got the stomach for this.
Drunk reflection was.
I mean, like I can already just tell you what he's gonna say. He's gonna call Paul our daddies.
It's just not gonna make any sense. It's gonna be complete nonsense spurging. To him and his methed out mind, I'm sure it makes total sense, but to a regular person, no. Provo 199, appreciate you, fam.
20K or bust, yes, thank you, sir. Shout out Provo, legend in these streets. These streets that we're about to get evicted from. Holy shit, dude. Those are Pretty bold words, Tommy. Pretty bold words indeed. Did we get an audio check? Am I too loud, folks? Do I need to
feel
turn
like
down?
you're loud as fuck, bro.
Yeah, if somebody could
Can
tell
someone,
me.
controllable Earth, tell us? We need to know. Can someone we
I
can
can just
trust?
turn it down.
Don't just say it sounds good.
Yeah, no, because it never sounds good.
Yeah, we're counting on you guys.
Yeah, so just say it. But
All right, play it up.
Was
Yeah.
mirroring each other. We're both drunk. We're a reflection of but could not say the actual meth head accusation live at our church.
oh, okay. I've seen better black wives, and I've heard better black music.
Hey! Killed us. Levels sound good, they're saying.
I think this is probably I think this is mostly just toilet bowl or tin derangement syndrome. I think is what this is mostly going to be.
Yeah, that's an actual thing.
Yeah.
They had to wait till not our church was sometime stream. Show me manifested holy meta place.
Yes, he's gonna call Paul our daddies. He's gonna talk about Bubs. He's gonna say that you have an illegitimate son running around.
Yeah.
He's gonna talk about the first time he came on panel with us, and then he's gonna talk about how him and Croco were best friends.
Yeah.
and how we were pieces of shit, and that Croco actually hated us but loved him.
And he's the real Christian, and we're fake Christians.
And he's the real Christian, and we're the fake. Yep, 100. That's all it's gonna be.
Go.
No matter how you will get killed. It's real bacon, real fatal. Raw dead, I don't keep shit low. Roll my blood right in front of Popo.
Show me manifested holy meta place.
I ain't like the smell of shit. I got out of that shit early. I did not like the smell of shit. It was shitty. It was shitty all around me, yo. And I did not like the smell of shit. And I thank God that this.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm already lost in the.
Yeah, I would say skip to like the middle or something. This already is trash.
I just want to see what.
It's just him. It's just him dancing.
Well, on the first day of Christmas.
What the fuck?
Motherfucker, if you want to dance, go on Ellen, bitch.
Oh no, let's
Here we
see
go.
what's
Here we
going on
go.
here.
Binary, openly queer, gender activist. Everyone knows that. You can try to say, sir.
Why does he have all these like TikTok dancing saved?
I was just wondering, is it true that you married a nigger? Is that allowed in Catholicism?
Am I Catholic?
I thought you were, and you married a nigger. So
what a dipshit.
Okay, so what's that supposed to prove?
We'd take a sandwich.
Yeah, dude's not even a Catholic.
And off top, I straight slow ways went through that whole little bag eventually. Just little gummies and pinky bumps for like maybe a week or two, and it was nice.
Nonsense.
The vagina. Yeah, get out of here, Pep.
You hear my giving me flowers for wrecking this guy's brain permanently?
Yeah, this is just gonna be TDS. I think is all this.
Tin derangement syndrome.
It's all TDS. It's all 10 streams.
People hate that motherfucker for some reason. We
And
love
then,
you, Tin.
I don't know. This is stuff that I don't even remember. This is when
Off some of them because we're.
I mean, again, he's talking about a map.
TV went on other
created
channels. Other channels. Yeah, this is just about.
I'm not just talking about the map, though. I'm talking about the orientation of the land masses that the map corresponds to.
I
So
say
right
we
now, if you were to say-
move on, this shit's boring as fuck.
It's not even
Lame.
about it. It's not even.
I thought it was
Doesn't
gonna be
even
some
have us
good
in there.
beef. Some good beef we could fucking get into to start the stream.
Oh, it's
but
just replaying.
total fail.
Fail,
Do better,
Tommy.
do better, Tommy.
Fail, Tommy. We still run these streets. We ain't worried.
Do better, bro. Trash.
Yikes.
All right.
Yikes.
Well, it was worth a shot. We got 42 people in the chat. Make sure you hit the
42.
thumbs up. Let's get into what do you want to go into next, man? You want to go into some of the current events before we get into this golden dawn? I said we do a little bit of current events.
Yeah, let's chop it up with some of the current events, see what's going on. Elon again, still in a whole bunch of shit. And like we touched on the whole the Fort Knox thing is now, in in the mainstream.
Yeah, so you want me to pull it up here? Do you not use Twitter? Here, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I don't have Twitter logged in here.
So yeah, basically Elon's saying that he wants to live stream a tour of Fort Knox to see if all the gold's there.
Right, that's the most recent one, right?
He's such a troll, dude. He's such a troll.
It'll be they'll film it in the same studio that they filmed the flat Earth experiment Antarctica trip in. They'll just reuse the studio for Fort Knox.
Okay, to the motherfuckers that still believe this guy, listen, you're believing in a Tesla in outer space. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, Elon suggests live walkthrough of Fort Knox to ensure the gold is there. Why would anyone even believe even if he did provide this evidence? And there's been a lot of news that I've gotten. Like there's a lot of chatter about the revaluation of the gold. So the gold's never been audited since the 70s, I guess, and it's pinned to the price from the 70s. So there was talk of like re-auditing it all, make sure it's there, and then pin it to the new price. And some economists suggest that's a really bad idea, and some say obviously it's a good idea. So I don't know.
Right, and then there's also that other meme that's going viral, the pound of feathers versus the pound of gold.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
12 ounces.
Yeah, the troy ounce.
Mm-hmm.
And the that's from the cover right here tonight. That's what I used. And then Joe Rogan said, what did he say? Which ethnicity's behind that or some shit?
Right.
Yeah, so this is the one tonight. Even Brand Paul is talking about a 25-minute video, not playing that.
I mean, you're also just not going to go into the most secure location in the United States and just live stream from. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, who do they think that? What do they think that Doge actually like is? It's not. It's cyber related. Is the only is it's. I don't think it can physically go. He can't physically. He doesn't have clearance for one. He can't go. He can't go to Fort Knox.
Yeah, I don't. It would be a security issue to just be live streaming it. Yeah, it's never been audited since 74, 50 years ago. No one's done any of it. It's time for Elon and Doge to conduct a full audit of every single ounce of gold. It's like, oh, it's sick. It's like, save us, Elon, please.
Yeah, I never. Them pulling out Elon for this stuff is just such a kick in the nuts. It really makes it look so stupid.
Well, it's funny. The libs getting the Elon derangement syndrome is pretty fucking funny too, though. Like,
yeah, but they were on. Yeah, it's such a flip flop though, because most of the people that were Elon tards were leftist, and then like I don't know why the right is so on his side when everything he stands for is like against most conservative right values. Really, he just latched onto it. It's so obvious, but.
Whatever happened to Elon having the MMA fight with Zuckerberg in the Roman Coliseum?
Right?
Like they presented that shit as like, yo, this shit's like weeks away. It's really gonna happen, and then just like nothing burger.
Well, I don't know, man. It looks like Zuckerberg's been training for it, though. I mean, he's looking a lot better than he has,
Yeah, he used to look like the
He
Data from Star Trek.
He got the upgrades.
See if there's any news about it.
And then Elon's just out here plugging these hoes.
Yeah, Elon blowing loads. I'm blowing loads. Yeah, so supposedly he just had his 13th kid. with that one. Okay, I've never heard of this lady, and then
Never
Ashley
heard.
St. Clair, never heard of her, and then as soon as this story hit, like I seen her on every channel. They're like, yeah, the queen of conservative. I'm like, yeah, I've never heard of this bitch.
Never. Yep, never.
So this is his new baby's mom, and then they say she was originally some like, I don't know if it was exactly an OnlyFans bitch or some kind of like thirst trap channel called Sex Laptop.
Mm.
They say that's the same person, and I don't care enough to even look into it.
Oh, like the Biden laptop.
Yeah, Sex Laptop.
Mm.
Is that like the covert messages through overt means? They just bring the story out, and it's Sex Laptop.
Wait, hold up.
But
She's in some kind of weird vault there. What's that about?
That's not her.
Oh, what is that about?
Today we learned federal employees ride tricycles around limestone caves to fetch government employee retirement documents.
Yeah, no, they do that at Amazon warehouses. That's a common. Those little tricycles are common in warehouses.
Here's Piers Morgan. Where's Andrew Wilson here? Where is he?
He was just on there with Destiny again.
Yeah, I know. His butt buddy. So this is like, yeah, this is the lady though. That's the new 1 million followers on X. Elon's new baby's mom, and I don't think they're together. I think he just blasted a load in her. 13 kids. I thought I had it rough here with 6.
So is that big vault thing trending now too? No, I see it in the feed several times. The big vault where they store all the shit.
What big vault? This thing
right there. Yeah.
This is the same thing. The employee, they're saying their retirements are processed using paper by hand in old limestone.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically saying this is inefficient. They're trying to put everything on digital, I think.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
why do we have all this shit? It needs to be all on the blockchain. Elon can just fucking write a script. His little Zoomers can come in and write a script, and you don't need any of these employees. And
I hadn't seen that part of it yet. That's interesting. Because that's a dump. That'll tie in later when we get into the things. Because that would be those are like deep underground military bases. Those are
yeah. And, okay. The other one about Elon going on tonight was the I don't know if you saw it, but the Social Security. Did you see that one?
No.
He posted a thing that shows the ages of that Social Securities are paying out to, and there's tons of people over 100 that are getting payments all the way up to like 200 years old or something.
Oh yeah.
So it's like accounts that never got like closed up properly or something. The payments are still sending out.
Yeah, no, for sure. There's shit like that really needs to get fixed. I know, like the military, when you get like the retirement pay, if you don't alert, from my personal experience with my dad and my mom, if you don't report that the person has passed away directly to, it's called like the defense accounting. It has an acronym, but if you don't report to them that the person's died, they'll just continue to pay every month that retirement pension. And some people don't know that they're supposed to report it. And then years and years later, they'll find that there's this account with all this money. And then if you do report it, then they want all the money back right away.
Yeah, I bet.
DFAS. They'll just keep putting it in the account. Like, you would think there's some kind of system that would alert them that the person died.
Well, that's what it's going to all lead to. If you remember Elon before he was involved in any of this shit, his thing when he bought Twitter was called authenticate all humans, because he's saying it was all bots. So that's what they want to do. They want to get you to have, and I've said this for years before Elon even got involved in this. I said they want to have you have some kind of digital identification to even go online. That way there's no more anonymous. We know it's not actually anonymous, but there may be ways to drop out and you know, if you're like some super hacker or whatever. But that's what they want. That way it would be tied to like pornography and everything. You'd have the past to go on there. They could say, well, it's keeping kids off of pornography, and it's, you know, all these, like, just like EBT talked about, okay, now you passed away, your family can whatever, and then all these different benefits, subscriptions and everything is going to get canceled.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. It's like there's obviously some huge problems in it, but the response to the problems is just is it's like bad on purpose so they can implement what the real plan is anyways. So everybody gonna love it on the face value because it's like, oh yeah, well, you can't really argue with it, right? But is the implementation and the response to it worse? Like the typical truther adage of problem reaction solution, right? Are we gonna get the right solution?
Land of the Blind said Elon is such an obvious demon, but he has so many Christians and Catholics duped. He dressed up as the devil, and he went on Rogan and said, "Oh, I'm a cultural Christian, I guess." Like
Right,
he's totally.
and now
It
he's
has
just
nothing to do with Christianity.
now he's knocking up random thoughts,
Conservative thoughts.
conservative thoughts. What the fuck? I mean, like, yeah, he's not conservative or Christian or any of that. But,
Well, he believes you're inside of a simulation, so what does it matter?
right. And then even so far as to like, and like they're with all the plane shit going on, with all the plane wrecks and everything going on. We just had another one today where the plane flipped over on the runway in Canada. Now they want to totally revamp all of like aviation regulations, like all of the FAA, like everything that's been,
with SpaceX engineers.
Right. SpaceX engineers are somehow going to come in here and completely revamp all of air traffic control. I mean, it's just such a ridiculous.
Yeah, and that was just a little bit ago. You saw the reverse rocket landing and everything like that. I don't even know if that's real. I mean, is it? I'm guessing you can go watch it.
It looks fake as fuck, but I guess you can go and watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but they're using that as like, well, these people can land this rocket successfully, so it wouldn't be a problem for them to install some new systems and they want to like revamp the complete air traffic control system from the ground up with SpaceX operators.
I listen to and watch a shitload of aviation content, like particularly like air crashes and then just like general flying and like, just how all of it works. I mean, like the system is so entirely complex that you can't just come in there and just change it all, because it's like everything's working on, like you would have to shut down all of aviation. And maybe that's what they're looking to try to do, is to have like a full stop on all aviation for a time period, because that's the only way you can't just implement new air traffic control standards like overnight.
And yeah, if you did do that, that goes right with what Trump's talking about and what we'll get into. Trump wanted Canada and Mexico to secure their own borders.
Mm-hmm.
And then if he's able to at the same time shut down all commercial flights, then shit's going down. He doesn't want no one escaping. The fucking indictments are going to be unsealed. Let's just get into it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's just wild thinking about, like, I still think about on 9/11 looking up in the sky that day and just remembering seeing the sky like perfectly clear, no airplanes. But then what happened in COVID? We got all international flights and shit got shut down, and then it was like it wouldn't be too easy. And then plus we've got the the real ID deadline coming up. I think in March now, if you want to even get on an airplane anymore. So you got to go and get the real ID to even get on an airplane now.
Yeah, they keep pushing that one for a while. They've been pushing back, right?
Yeah, they pushed it back. This one's supposed to be the final deadline for it.
Okay, we'll see. I say let's just get into this Golden Dawn, and then we can relate it all to these current events. We can kind of come back.
It's all gonna come down to
it's all gonna come back. So there's this thing here. It is called the Illuminated Suns of the Golden Dawn: Protocols and Revelations. Now, is that a Mandela effect? I don't remember the revelations.
I don't remember the revelations. Like I just saw that today, the revelations, and I've not read them before ever. So that'll be interesting.
So this is
and this is on Dylan's The only person I've ever seen post this, and I've searched this so many times, and I've never came across Dylan's webpage for this to find this link. And then we were just talking about him the other day, and now he has it linked up on his. He's the Deep State Mapping Project guy. So he's the guy that made the, the famous,
I'll see if I can pull it up real quick.
the Q. It's people would call it the Q map, but that's not really what it's called. I don't think
This thing here, this thing.
Yeah, that thing. So Dylan's the guy that created that infographic. Deep State Mapping Project. He went by the name Master Conspiracy on Instagram. So he started on Instagram. He dropped this, and this became kind of like the big thing for Q, right? This was it connected. It's basically just like if Truther threw up on a piece of paper, None of it really makes sense.
Yeah, there's just lines from everything to everything else. It's
Right.
like every single one is interconnected.
Right. So it's the grand conspiracy, right? It has so much information on it. But then when, the reason that I knew a lot of this stuff was because Ray and KB Visions, the radio show that they had.
Hi. I got to pull her up so
they interviewed him early on and got a lot of his backstory, and it's kind of interesting because he's like an alternative Q. He's not a Q-tard really per se, but I don't know. But you get the gist. He's not the person that actually made that. I don't think. And then it turns out that the guy is a little light in the loafers, and he was a fashion designer in New York, and he actually was making dresses for Michelle Obama. The guy that creates the Q map was making dresses for Michelle Obama.
That's sus, bro.
And so he had this show with these other two boomer guys. And I would always troll the chat. And then one chat, I brought it up. I'm like, I was asking the two other guys because they didn't know who Dylan was. I'm like, don't you guys think it's weird that Dylan was making dresses for Michael Obama? And they're like, look what's going on here. This is a troll. This is crazy. And then Dylan had, well, guys, actually, I did make like some dresses for Michelle Obama. I mean, they were like huge. The crotches are huge, and like the guys are just blown away that they had no idea. That was called the New Truthers. Mattress Firm is on there somewhere.
I see everything on here, bro. Okay, so that's the guy.
So that's the guy whose webpage this is.
Posts this on, but it's not his thing.
It's not his thing. It's not his thing.
He credits him to this somebody called Nicholas C. Change. And
Right.
let me just read this. This is from 7 years ago. I'll just kind of skim through some of it. It says, my name's Nicholas. This is the author of what we're going to read here, the Protocols of the Illuminated Sons of the Golden Dawn. It's not the Protocols of the Elders of Zion. This is a totally different thing.
It is a parody. It is a parody of that, though.
Yeah, but when I talk about this, people are like, yeah, the Protocols of Elders of Zion. No, totally different.
Totally different.
But so this is the guy that's going to write it. We're going to get into it in a second. My name is Nicholas, blah, blah, blah. The C Change blog is about analyzing the C change. So he spells it the letter C change, and then he says it's analyzing the C change, SEA change. Remember, this is from 7 years ago. From the crypto revolution to the petro yuan launch to the military tribunals and understanding how it all fits together. Blah, blah, blah. For example, it may seem like the Pentagon releasing UFO files has nothing to do with QAnon phenomenon or the coming launch of the petro yuan Chinese oil exchange opening later this month, but it's all connected. It may seem like the Las Vegas shooter had nothing to do with the Saudi purge or the huge number of sealed indictments, which are 18,500 plus at the time of this writing, or the expansion of Guantanamo's holding capacity, but they are all directly related. The storm is upon us. The Sea Change blog will be an overview of the storm. We are witnessing a massive global transition of power from the old financial elite central banking cabal to the new military scientific elite. Not since the Second World War have we seen such a massive shift in power, but this time the war is almost entirely covert. while there are arrests quietly being made and tens of billions in assets being frozen, I think he means frozen, this war is primarily an information war. Oh, excuse me. Dad sneeze. But let's go back to that's just kind of a little bit of where he was at 7 years ago with his stuff. And then he's got this.
Yeah, well, just real quick, let me pull this up real quick because I think it's important for that too. So, sea change, English idiomatic expression that denotes a substantial change in perspective, especially one that affects a group or society at large or a particular issue. It is similar in usage to meaning a paradigm shift and may be viewed as a change to a society's or community's zeitgeist with regard to a specific issue. The phrase evolved from an older and more literal usage when the term referred to an actual change wrought by the sea.
Okay, I thought he was relating it to maritime law, so that's interesting.
Well, yeah, well, that as well. I mean, it's
I didn't know that. I've never heard that term before.
Multifaceted. So go ahead and go back to your screen.
All right. Golden Dawn. This is it. Golden Dawn and the Golden Dawn. Emperor Trump here. So I had to make the thumbnail. I had to put him in the Cody Rhodes WrestleMania garb. But there's just like piece after piece. So I'll read this first part. Should I read the whole thing through, or should we just go point by point?
Well, a lot of these we've harped on a lot. I mean, the first one's awesome, gaslighting the media. But this is, I think we could just summarize that one because that's something that we've and particularly pick out a couple of the poignant phrases in here. But this is something that outlining our enslavement we've talked about for a long time. The eventual disillusionment with all media sources. But yeah, go ahead.
Well, I guess let's just read it because it's so old. It's at least like 7 years old,
right? Yeah,
and when you can see where this comes from and what's happening today. So I'll just read part 1: gaslighting the media. Number 1: the Russian collusion investigation is the quintessential example of this principle of not only allowing but encouraging the media to spin their delusional narrative. The deep state is tempted into believing that if their narrative will be used to undermine popular opinion of the president in preparation for his impeachment, Plan A, if impeachment fails, the groundwork will have been laid for public acceptance, if not relief, at his assassination, Plan B. This disillusion about their Russian collusion conspiracy theory narrative is to be encouraged wherever possible. So, pretty self-explanatory. I know people that were calling for Trump's head during his first presidency. I worked with a lady that was like, yo, if somebody could just take him out, I would take the karmic consequence for them. I wouldn't do it myself, but I would take their karmic consequence. Some just old, like, pink-haired lady talking
All right.
about that.
I mean,
shit
aren't
at
they
work.
filing for impeachment again already? I think I saw a headline on that.
Yeah, already again. Number 2, the primary purpose of gaslighting the media is a distraction. The time the CIA Mockingbird apparatus spends trying to convince the public of their Russian collusion conspiracy theory is the time the alliance, now that must be like the White Hats, remember the White Knights from Nasira Jasira.
Right.
That's the time the alliance can use to collect evidence and build airtight cases for the upcoming military tribunals. They're still from Nasira Jasira, right?
Yeah, and the military tribunals, we've got Gitmo reopened, ready to accept thousands and thousands of people.
Yep. This is number 3, the secondary purpose of gaslighting the media is to act as time-delayed, controlled demolition of the mainstream media's reputation. The longer the delusional narrative is allowed to run, the greater the eventual damage to the MSM's credibility. Every effort must be made to allow the Trump team to appear suspicious and continue feeding the conspiracy theories suspicions while not providing anything tangible, provide so much smoke that the belief in the existence of a fire becomes exceedingly easy. So that's been since his first term in office.
Mm-hmm.
And if the idea was you just need to continue that, that's what I asked you in the last stream we did. Like, why why did they even need to put Biden in? Why didn't Trump just do this all the first time? Well, his name's Biden. They're Biden time for something. I don't know what it is, but it could just be for more like get people more fed up and people want to push back against this, but also to destroy the credibility of the mainstream media.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of where the fourth one there is the tertiary purpose of gaslighting the media is to create in the agents of the deep state and their liberal stages a false sense of security. The goal is to foster a surreal, dissociative sense of cognitive dissonance, an uneasy feeling that is relieved by concluding that Trump is simply guilty and stupid. So TDS. The alternative conclusion being that the entire liberal media establishment has been chasing a giant fiction while Trump prepares his retaliation. The more improbable and terrifying this possibility, the more cognitive dissonance it will create. And that's what happened the whole time Biden was in office, right?
Yeah, and he's back with a vengeance. If you saw, he's got the picture of his mugshot right when you walk in the White House now, and they said it's a message like to his enemies, like he's not going to forget what you did to me and all this shit.
Yeah, and then number 5 in Protocol 1 is kind of like about lawfare, which is interesting. We didn't touch on the Blagojevich thing. I thought that was a interesting move, but the false belief is so tempting that the deep state, FBI, and CIA agents will march deeper into their treasonous plot to frame and impeach POTUS, further documenting their own crimes while providing more time for the white hats to investigate their crimes. Doge. Mueller leads the big guns of the deep state fixers on a slow and steady march directly into the jaws of military justice. Now, a lot of the characters and stuff, like I said, we're trying to adapt this to more fit now because some characters and some specifics are obviously not going to make sense anymore because a lot of these people have been fired or this was years and years ago. But the general overall arching theme of this still seems to be playing out pretty much right on point.
Right, even on this number 5, like when you look into those J6, it was all like feds smashing the windows and tell people go in and everything. That's just another one of these things. I'll read number 6 here. The longer the gaslighting continues, the longer Trump has to lift up the country. He has time to remove the restraints and undo acts of sabotage done to America by the globalists, thus allowing the country to thrive, making America great again. The longer the gaslighting goes on, the greater America becomes. This drives an ever-widening gap between the delusional MSM narrative and the lived reality of Americans on Main Street.
Okay, now that one I don't really see coming true yet. I think a lot of these.
Well, he's undoing a lot of that bullshit with his, it's a lot of petty shit like this paper straws and shit like that. But
I think we're gonna come more into that now. I think we're gonna see like this year is gonna be a lot like that. And because I saw in my how like it pops up the news thing in the taskbar is like one of the headlines was Trump is the second most unpopular president in recent history and everything. I'm like, what are you talking about? Did you just watch him at the Daytona 500? Like, he is the most popular president of all time. You cannot tell me that he's not the most popular president of all time. But the media is still running these stupid hit pieces like, oh, nobody, like it's just crazy. I mean, the guy took the beast on the Daytona 500 and he did a flyover in Air Force One over the Daytona 500. Come on.
He went to the Super Bowl.
I mean,
we think it's fake and gay, obviously, but I think they want to do something and have this guy on Mount Rushmore. And I think maybe we can do it later. I don't want to do it right now. But if you go and listen to his speech that he gave at Mount Rushmore when he was there, the first presidency, I think, like it's a fantastic speech. Like, say you're 50 years in the future, you don't know the guy, you've only read the story. If you read that speech, you'd be like, wow, like it's amazing. And not that I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? I think it's all like a big script, but it's like super like extraordinarily presidential.
but like he's acting like the emperor. He's showing up at the Colosseums, right? He's showing up. Like that was
I
the
mean,
thing when you went to the Gladiator. The emperor was there, right? And now
right.
he's at our modern day, events. He's at the
And
Super Bowl. He's at the Daytona 500.
that goes right with he's at those college football games too. But that goes right with I keep getting this. I got one, and then I've gotten a few since. There's all these videos on YouTube right now that talks about a new Caesar. They say Trump's going to be the next Caesar. There was some guy that wrote a book like long time ago, and he compared nation states, I think, well, like the civilizations that live in them to living organisms, and they have like lifespans and everything. And he predicted in like sometime around the year 2024 that like the next Caesar would arrive and begin nation building and stuff like that before that empire collapses.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
that's I've already seen like 3 different videos in my feed about that.
Well, even like the idea of the meme that went around about like the average man thinks about Rome, X amount of days, X amount of times a day or whatever. And then like the resurgence of traditionalism, the resurgence of Christian nationalism, all these kind of things. And then, I don't know, the Daytona 500 thing was like, that was pretty fucking baller to do a flyover in Air Force One and then drive the beast around the track. And like, I mean, I don't know how you could not, from the general American's perspective, I don't know how, a good old Budweiser drinking, Marlboro smoking, Carhartt wearing real man like Andrew Wilson, like, how do you not love the guy? He goes to fucking NASCAR.
Goes to UFC. Yeah, he's everywhere, bro. Like the guy, they say he's old. He is old as fuck, bro. He's like 78, but the dude's got some straight gas in him. He's still going. That's because there's 2 Trumps. There's red tie Trump, blue tie Trump.
And I think there's a blue and red tie Trump now. I seen recently. Yeah.
It keeps saying my browser loses connection. Is anyone having a problem with my audio? It says this is the second time it said that my browser's lost connection. Try sharing your screen again. Restart your browser. Oh, I think it's saying the audio from my browser. There is no audio, so that's fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So anyway, did we do 6?
Yeah, we did 6. We're on to 7 here.
Yeah, 7. The genius of this protocol is the fact that it allows a gradual awakening of the public to the lies of the mainstream media. So this is conspiracy theories going mainstream.
Bam.
This steady shift continues until the public is overwhelmingly aware of the delusional plot to unseat POTUS. When the time is right, the Russian collusion farce has been thoroughly exhausted. The alliance will begin to drop bombshell disclosures. So that's frazzle drip. That's the presidential text message. That's JFK documents are supposed to come out in the next. I think there's like 20 days left before they have to disclose all those. The RFK documents, alien disclosure. They just disclosed the Chinese weather balloon from 2 years ago. They just disclosed what they found in that.
I think he'll eventually disclose 9/11 too. I think maybe he'll use that
9/11, obviously
as a nugget. I think he'll use that as a nugget to try to get in again. I think you'll see radical change. You'll see people want him again, some kind of legislation. And if they can somehow work out a way to get him in, he'll promise 9/11 release. That'll be his ticket.
Well,
that'll be his little trinket.
Yeah, and this definitely goes into it later because it connects disclosure on 9/11 with advanced high technology and all that kind of stuff. That all tie in.
Yep, and like Landline said, they just tell more lies. There's no disclosure. There just has to be in the eyes of the public disclosure. It doesn't have to be real.
Right,
and they bring society in a new course.
It's disclosure. Nothing will come out of the JFK documents. Like even even him signing that executive order saying release all the JFK stuff. it's really just saying, oh well, if there's anything that you haven't released yet, go ahead and release that. It's not like there's going to be like a whole new report or whatever. It's going to be like a few papers that they didn't.
I mean, I think you might
Xerox.
even. I could see they even indict Bush in it. Bush is long rumored to have been involved in it. But if they want to get these indictments and get these people and get more and get these bad actors off the world stage, you got to start having these fall guys go down.
Yeah, and just thinking about it, it makes me think about. You remember that that funeral that they had when all of them were there at the cathedral, and then they all got past the notes.
Yep.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I'll see if I can pull it up real quick while you're talking.
And then so if they know what's coming, then I don't know why they would still continue to stick around. But then what was so weird was, at Carter's funeral was with Trump and Obama being buddy too. And then Blagojevich, what they were talking about was they were probably talking about Blagojevich when they were sitting there.
I think this is the new one. That's not the. I know which one you're talking about, though.
Right. Well, that was a crazy moment because they all it was so awkward because they all got those little notes
and they all made a face.
They all made weird faces, and it was so strange what was going on there. I don't know. And even Blagojevich, he made a press conference, and Blagojevich was saying that that God saved him. That God saved him and gave him the pardon, which is crazy.
Yeah, I can't find it fast enough because now it's all going to the Carter
it's all
one.
going to go to the new stuff. I can't remember whose funeral it was. Somebody knows what funeral that was.
Had to be another president,
Smith.
right?
Smith, where are you at? Was it George Bush Sr.'s funeral?
Oh, yeah, I bet you're right. Bush Sr. Yeah, here we go. This is a 7-minute video. I'll kind of skip around here. They all got past envelopes, and Kissinger was there.
Yeah. The King. Fucking what's her face? Albright.
The Don, blue tie Don.
It looks like the NPC meme, but in suits.
Are you talking about the
when it showed the whole congregation? It's like all the NPCs lined up.
Yeah. I thought you meant Oblivion NPC.
No. Look, Hillary looks mad AF right there.
Look at Obama. You see, he's sitting right by Obama. I'm
There's
telling
Carter.
you, him and Obama are fucking in cahoots the whole time. Is this it? Come on, doesn't have the. Here we go.
They have to be. Why did he pardon Blagojevich? I don't know what the backstory between Trump and Blagojevich is, but I just didn't see him pardoning him. I don't know. I don't get it.
They're like, what's this? There's a camera shot perfect for all of them.
Oh, it just falls out of her. It just falls out of her thing.
He's like, oh shit. Oh shit.
There's Biden.
It says, I know what you did last summer. They all get the damn.
They all got the note. See, they're all like, check it. There's a note.
Like, did you get it? Did you get it, Hillary?
Yeah. See, look. What was this? So weird. Such a weird moment. Cheney. Look at Biden's shock face.
Biden has no idea what the fuck's going on.
The reality is they probably all got invited to some Skull and Bones fucking after party or some shit.
Some butt fucking soggy cracker party. Like, I hope you haven't jacked it in a few days for playing soggy cracker.
It was a picture of Mike Pence with a ball gag, probably is what it was.
Michelle's got it. Look at
Michelle got it. They were all acting weird to it. Look
it's
at him.
just like it's a picture of her dick. She's like, shit. She's like, where'd you get this? Look at Obama's looking down.
He's mad.
Yeah, he's pissed, bro.
He's pissed. There was something
real
in
pissed.
those. There was something in them fucking envelopes. They're mad uncomfortable.
Was that it?
I think that was about it.
Yeah, it looks like that's it.
W's walk was kind of funny there. Probably
Look
drunk
at,
as
it
shit.
said a Secret Service agent leans in towards Bush. Bush then gave this note to his wife. Oh, this is real subtle. Hold on, let's play that again. I missed that. Let me go back a little bit, as I think. Okay, so they handed him something right there when they're walking by. Okay, this bald guy, I see. He handed it like behind his back. And he hands it to his wife.
It almost looked like W was like smiling at first.
Look at Jeb though. Jeb's heartbroken. Jeb's like, fuck, dude. We're done. Please clap. Yeah, look, okay, that guy, yeah, he leaned forward.
No energy, Jeb. Jeb has no energy. Low energy Jeb is what we call him.
Look at him. He's done.
He's like, oh, fuck. He's like, I can't believe this fucking happened.
She shows it to him, and he's done. Look.
Wow, she's so mad.
She showed it to him. She puts it up to him, and he's just fucking done.
Oh, man, the look on W's face.
Look at his wife. Look at his wife. And then she shows it Jeb.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's got to be something that he can assess in like 1 second.
Right. It can't be. It can't. Yeah. It has to be a picture. Or just like a couple short words. Wow.
He's defeated.
Wow. Well, okay. So I know everything. I'm sorry.
That's not.
They know everything. I'm sorry.
That the dad said that, senior.
Yeah.
They're saying that the dad. Oh, so the dad died in Gitmo or something. Okay, that's what they're. I mean, if that's probably just made up, but that's probably just made up by this YouTube guy.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know what that said, but that was a weird moment. That was a weird pissed on breadcrumb to throw into the whole thing.
For sure.
And that has to come.
You'd think so. You'd think so.
You know, if you're really paying attention to the the
long-term storytelling here, people.
Right. So
paying attention to all those details. Right here, Protocol 2, secure victory before firing a shot. Victory must be secured before the first shot is fired. Indeed, there will be no shots necessary for such absolute victory will have been secured in the shadows. So that'd be just like something we just saw, like you make these airtight cases and everything like that. And that could be part of Elon's role too, is getting all these cases airtight through some kind of AI, because there's so many of them, and make sure that every T is crossed and I is dotted before they proceed with anything. I'll do one more here and then I'm going to go piss. It says, while publicly feigning inaction and incompetence to help gaslight the media, in actuality, great action will be taken. Covertly, sealed indictments will be piled steadily month after month until they reach such an absurd high number that their sheer number will cause reports of them to be disbelieved and dismissed as fake news. Quote. You want to do 3 and 4? I gotta piss real quick.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take it. Go ahead. So 3 in protocol 2 is the diligence and discipline of the investigations will be so intense and contrast so starkly with the perceived buffoonery of the White House. What did we see with Biden? Total clown show. Kind of still, my opinion, I think it's even more of a clown show now. But that the existence will be disbelieved. The fog of the gaslighting campaign will serve as a thick veil. That's interesting. The fog of the gaslighting campaign will serve as a thick veil. While leaks of covert operations are prevented, they will be allowed and subtly enabled in the White House. The more leaks coming out of the White House, the better. Number 4, there is the deep state agents will be commandeered using their control files. So this is why we would need Doge to come in here and secure all these digital files, all these control files. And the prospect of the plea deal is leverage with which to puppeteer them. The agents will leak information with such brazen abandon that it will lull the deep state into false security while perpetrating the false image of a chaotic, disorganized, ineffective, and deeply undermined White House. So I kind of think that's kind of what we're seeing right now. Like even there was some point during, I don't know if it was the inauguration or when Trump was talking about renaming the Gulf of Mexico, and then Hillary was in the background. Hillary just kind of scoffed at it, so they're pushing all this stupid shit at the same time, but then there's all this other serious investigation going on at the same time. So is that the smoke show to kind of be oh well, Elon's a joke. There's no way he's really got this team in here doing any of this stuff, and they're just it's literally been a speed run. It's been a speed run through all and there's no way that they're uncovering all this shit this quickly on all this stuff. Even if you are using AI, which we all know that AI is a fucking joke anyways, but there's no way that they're speed running through all this stuff so quickly and being able to. And most of it's not even actually being officially released, right? It's all kind of just an ad hoc kind of word of mouth, rumor mill that's forming, to where we don't really know what really is going on, right? We're just sucking off the tit of the Mockingbird media, really. It's Mockingbird 2.0. And we're just getting all our information, all of it mostly secondhand, right?
Yeah, VC in the chat. The hurdles Trump has this time around are virtually non-existent versus last time. It doesn't make sense. Why didn't he do all this shit the last time? If Obama created the shit that became Doge, why didn't he just do that shit the first time?
Well, this is kind of what this number 5, I think, goes in that a little bit. Is this saying that strength must be dressed up to look like weakness? Enemies who have been neutralized must be made instead to appear active. Over time, the enemies will be directed to act in increasingly absurd and unbelievable ways. Their leaks and lies will be made increasingly brazen and obvious until it finally dawns on everybody that the whole thing is a theater. They will then begin to fathom the truth of what has really been happening behind the scenes, which is so starkly different from what has been portrayed in the theatrical version that it will take time to fully fathom and believe. So now, of course, guys, we know it sucks to have to go, explain this, but most of the people here know this. Obviously, this is an act within an act. It's a curtain pull within, one big theater. Right? It's all theater, right. Obviously. But the way that it's being played out, I think that makes a lot of sense. And that really kind of
Tom Hanks and shit.
Like Tom Hanks coming out in the MAGA hat on SNL doing
stupid.
And then Mr. Hanks, Mr. Hanks, you can't run forever, right? Like
Run, Forrest, run.
Run, Forrest, run. And then he was wearing Bubba Gump hat is red. Bubba Gump shrimp hat is red. Whoa.
And he's the first fucking tranny with bosom buddies.
But like Tom Hanks was always a big part of the QAnon bullshit,
huge.
right? And Pedogate and all that kind of stuff, right? We still can't get Tom Hanks. I don't know.
Right. So they'll have to show, I get it. They'll have to show like that these bizarre way these people have been acting was like they're now like remember Ellen when she had like the ankle bracelet on or whatever. Oprah, I think Oprah, they've showed her with ankle bracelet on or with what appears to be ankle bracelet. They're gonna have to show that all these people were compromised at some point by the white hats. But in all that is still a fake fucking theater. Right?
Even with like, I really don't understand quite how Kanye plays into the whole thing, really, because he's such a complicated character within the narrative. But like, I guess he would kind of play because like, I don't know, the whole standing up for Diddy thing, and then like Diddy himself, like that's I find part of this whole thing. And then like wasn't it Ellen's wife who drove the car?
Yeah, her ex-wife.
Drove the car in the garage that wrecked the car in the house. And
John Levi was like, "Yo, this has been completely not on the mainstream media,
right.
completely covered up."
So many things like that. I really don't get. I don't understand Kanye's role in the whole thing. I think it'll come to light because Kanye is a Trump supporter, but then the beef with Elon. I don't know. That's just such a strange part of the whole thing. And maybe Kanye, maybe not. Maybe he's just really playing.
Well, they were saying now, like these people that are like in the queue and all this shit were saying that lady he had, his last girlfriend, which they just broke up, that he knew she was some like Mossad honeypot to handle her. That's why he was like humiliating her in the nude dress and everything like that.
Well, she's been dressing up like that she goes out like that all the time, though. It's like that wasn't anything new. Like she wears like a see-through like raincoat all the time and shit. Like she's always naked.
Newish Design says Kanye's here to make the horrible soundtrack for the grand finale. Remember too when Trump played that?
Does Kanye even make music anymore? Like I don't.
Yeah, he has to until he dies. They own it. Remember Trump played
shoes.
that fucking movie music from The Godfather though in his rallies. And it was like I've never seen The Godfather, but it's like the final scene when he like rounds up all the people or whatever before he executes them.
The other thing I can't make speaking of music and Trump, the one thing that I can't make heads or tails of is the YMCA song.
Yeah, that's weird.
Why does he love that so much? Other than the obvious that he's probably, but there has to be a code with that. So I don't know if I've seen anybody really.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It is weird.
It's so
YMCA.
strange.
He brought these guys out of retirement even to play at his fucking inauguration and shit. Like, and his little stupid dance, like he's jerking off two giraffes. It's just like,
like surely there's like a media person like, yo, hey, your base is really not gonna vibe with the.
They love it. They love it. I don't get it either. There's gotta be.
But
let us know in the chat, man. Somebody in the chat's got to know it. Like, enlighten us why they're playing YMCA.
Smith, you got a breakdown on that. But and then like I don't know, they still play the Macarena at these political rallies and shit. It's like it's so boomer.
Okay, here we go. There's a YMCA at Gitmo. I don't know if that's true, but
I'm sure there probably is.
We'll see.
There's definitely a shower. There's definitely a group shower at Gitmo. All right, I got a pee too. You take it.
All right. Is there wooden doors there? That's what I want to know. All right, man. We're gonna go on to Protocol 3. Weaponize the light. Disclosure. Number 1: the most powerful weapon of the Alliance is the truth. The extent of the deep state's crimes and evil depravity is matched only by the extent of the NSA and CIA surveillance capacity. Every single crime is documented, every criminal association mapped out, every conversation recorded, every bank transfer documented. We see everything. So that would get right into Doge, and that's what they're saying is he's pulling everything basically off all these servers that the AI is able to run and find basically anything and everything that's any digital tracks that are on there. Number 2, the light is so overwhelmingly powerful that the chief concern is no longer victory. Victory was assured the moment Trump was inaugurated. The chief concern is maintaining the stability of the system while the cabal is quietly neutralized. Now, that sounds a lot like what we went into last stream about Nasira Jasira. It was like, well, we can't just tell you, we can't just, in the 90s, we can't just tell you guys that there's a full reset because for whatever reason, well, we got to like slowly like bring this into the forefront without alerting too many people, I guess, because there's black hats on the other side that would try to shut it down or something. So this is the same exact layout used 25 years later. That's why I feel like a lot of this shit has to be written by like an AI or something, and that's it's able to trawl and find some of the most successful, long-standing conspiracies and maybe figure out the psychological workings of them, how and why it worked, and then apply that same thing to a new iteration of it. Number 3, the light is so powerful that it cannot be released too quickly, or else it will cause unnecessary shock, panic, and chaos. It therefore must be released in steady, measured doses, and only after the gaslighting of the media has been allowed to run as long as possible. When the public begins to realize who the real criminals are within the FBI, DOJ, and DNC and begin to demand justice, and when the military tribunals have finished their initial fact-finding mission and the stage has been set, only then will the files and the videos begin to drop. So that'd be the same thing with Elon again, with creating airtight cases with an AI. So again, we're not saying this thing's 100% right or anything, but this is pretty on point as like a playbook for where they want to go and what's going to come next. I feel like it's been that way if you've been paying attention for ever since Trump's first presidency. One of the ones that I wanted to bring up again with UEBT is the because I talked about it last night, David Hogg, and how he's Adam Lanza, and I still do think you're gonna see that. I think you got to watch this one a little bit. This is one of the only ones we got to kind of tiptoe around. Is the Newtown, Connecticut one with all those kids. The one Alex Jones got sued for $1 billion for.
No, I thought it was it was the missing 2.2 trillion from.
But that's remember when Alex Jones' lawyer accidentally sent every single communication to the opposite to the prosecutor. Do you remember that?
During that trial?
No. During the Alex Jones Sandy Hook trial.
Yeah.
And the Alex Jones defense accidentally sent every single file to the prosecutor.
Yeah.
Accidentally. Now that's got to come out there's no way any lawyer would ever make that motherfucking mistake. So there has to be something in there that's got to come out later as part of the story to disclose that was an event that never really took place, to exonerate Alex Jones and maybe even put David Hogg behind bars, as he's kind of been part of that.
Right. I didn't keep up with the story, but didn't it all get thrown out because the Onion bought it and then it was like some it was an illegal purchase, and then I don't know where that story ended up. So does he still own InfoWars? He still owns.
I'm not sure,
InfoWars.
actually. I'm not sure about that. I don't remember either. Because
You
the
know what-
Onion bought it and then did, but now he goes by like Alex Jones something, doesn't he? I think the
Well,
name's
yeah.
different now.
And then, oddly enough, he looks like a totally different person at the same time when when the company is dissolved and becomes something else.
Right.
You know, just strange.
And anyway, I think that could be one of these things. Imagine if they came out and disclosed, like, I got to watch how I say it, the new town not being what they really said.
Yeah, I think we'll see. I think we'll see that. That'll be a big divisive.
You could even bring these kids out still and say, here they are, because they were in the Super Bowl, remember? They brought them out in the Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah, it'll be a big public thing too, probably, is the way that they'll do it, for sure. All the way back to the Columbia shuttle yet, probably, We'll disclose it all. Which one were you on? 4? Or?
Number 4 is next, correct?
You read that or no? Yeah. Lies take time to be spun and believed. This is very true. While the truth strikes like lightning. The light, therefore, has no reason to rush. Biding our time. The CIA Mockingbird delusion machine is allowed to take their best shot day after day, night after night, for as long as they can keep it up. The disclosure waits for the gaslighting of the media to run its full course, allowing it to overextend and exhaust itself before the major drops begin. This is akin to a superior boxer allowing his opponent to tire himself out in the first round. So we're rope-a-doping motherfuckers out here. That's what Trump's out here, rope-a-doping motherfuckers out here.
Bam.
Once begun, the disclosure will proceed as rapidly as the public is capable of processing the information, folks. It's going to come rapid fire. The severity of the crimes and the unsealed indictments will proceed from the most simple and obvious infractions, such as mishandling classified documents and perjury, onto the increasingly serious and audacious crimes, election fraud, racketeering, conspiracy to commit murder, and high treason. In this way, the public is given time to come to terms with the criminality in a succession of revelations, baby steps to the gallows. I mean, that one's so bad. That one's so banger. Like, some of these just read so well.
Didn't he, I'm going to look it up. Didn't Trump even call to air out, like, death sentences on the air? I swear I've seen that. Let me see if I can find anything on that. I swear he did.
There was somebody talking about that the other day too. That I don't remember.
1 month ago, Trump directs DOJ to pursue death penalty more aggressively.
Oh, it was Buddy Brown. Buddy Brown was talking about that on that one video where he was saying that we need to put all the cartel members have public execution, pay-per-view. He said pay-per-view executions for all the enemies of the state.
Donald Trump's troubling support for quick death penalty sentences. So I don't think he's said that yet. Maybe he has. I swear I thought he
had to have. If Buddy Brown was talking about it, he had to. Yeah. No, Buddy Brown went on that for like a whole thing, and it was sick, dude. It was sick.
It sounds pretty sick.
Yeah, it was on that stream. It was in the middle of a SEAL Team 666 stream.
I saw that one.
Yeah. We gotta move through these before.
Yeah, let's move through this.
I want to get to the revelations.
You see this on the right. You see to the right where I don't know if you can see my cursor, but we're barely down this thing. So
we're barely.
Let me
down.
knock a couple out.
Yeah,
Protocol 4 cut off the cabal's money. The flow of money to the cabal is to be severed in multiple ways during the calm before the storm. So that was his first presidency. Remember, he said this is the calm before the storm. Number 2, child trafficking networks are to be busted, freeing the child slaves, arresting the procurers and traffickers. These busts are used to gather evidence and build cases against the satanic pedophile blackmail slave networks, while also cutting off one of the greatest sources of illicit funding for the cabal's operations. So there's that clip where they casually say on Fox News where Trump found, should I pull it up or let's just get through it? They say Trump found whatever X number of kids, huge number, I don't remember. Just very casually. Number 3, drug processing operations in Afghanistan are to be bombed and raided, while major trafficking by CIA cargo planes are to be quietly disrupted. Plane crashes, bam.
Inflatable plane society.
All right, go ahead.
Organ trafficking rings are to be busted as well, as every illicit source of funding is cut. I think that's obviously what we're seeing now with the war on the cartels. They're deploying special forces. 7th Group Special Forces is deploying in Mexico within the next 2 weeks. This funding attrition used to pressure the minions and mercenaries to flip on their control structures, having been softened by the end of the easy money and faced with long-term prison terms, they naturally spill their guts. The great thing about opportunistic psychopaths is that they haven't the slightest qualms about flipping when placed under pressure. Is this why he gave Blagojevich a pardon? Is he looking to get some information? Blagojevich has got something. The evidence and testimonies collected from these foot soldiers are collected into massive airtight cases against the cabal higher ups. This sets the stage for military tribunals. So we set the stage. We've reopened Gitmo. We're ready to send people here. This is where the underground bunkers and jungle retreats are raided to end their black market activities, as well as deny safe havens for the cabal leadership, which I thought it was interesting where it's trending. Those pictures of those underground storage bunkers are trending. The second to last strike on the cabal's finances will be to sign an executive order declaring a national emergency regarding human rights abuses and corruption, and giving the Treasury Department the authority to freeze and seize the bank accounts of anyone involved in such crimes. That's what we're seeing happening right now in real time. This will neutralize the majority of the cabal's wealth and force them into capitulation. The final strike on the cabal's finances will be the crash of the financial markets. The financial contagion, I don't think that one's important really to read because that's not really relevant anymore. But I think that's what so Doge is out here uncovering these accounts. The next obvious step is going to be and we've always saw it froze. We've seen USAID get frozen. So that's a lot of these accounts. Like we talked about in Insignia Gate and all that kind of stuff. Whether or not those accounts are actually frozen or not, we don't really know. But I mean, that's what they're talking about, right?
And real quick for number 5, it says the underground bunkers and jungle retreats are to be raided. Remember this one?
Oh man, when he walks back into yeah. This shit was hilarious, dude. He just randomly walks back into the jungle.
It's a signal. He's signaling his people. He said, they're here, man.
They're here, man.
They're here, Jack.
Give me an ice cream.
All right, protocols, part 2. Number 5, protocol, topple globalist pedocracy. Number 1, the world will be united by the new world order globalists, but not in the way the globalists had hoped. The nations of Earth will be united through our shared disgust and unanimous rejection of globalist pedocracy. So that's what I've said too, is they were able to kind of create this liberal through the school system and through, university and everything. You have these unhinged liberals. Well, what's the evolution? What's even more insufferable than an unhinged liberal? Well, like a Q-tard. What if you could create society to be all Q-tards, basically?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you oppose anything that they want to do, they'll say, oh, you're supporting pedophilia. Fucking insane. And then number 2, as the true extent of all the crimes, lies, conspiracies, and atrocities of the satanic financial elite and their minions are brought to light, questions will naturally arise as to how such evil, corruption, and total deception was even possible. This is when the public is introduced to the reality of pedophile blackmail slave and how much mind control was used to control the media's deceptions and even commit false flag terrorism, such as Las Vegas. So Epstein Island. Is there any other ones such as that? I can't think of right now.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's that one in Michigan. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, I'll read one more real quick. Number 3, a controlled demolition of the New World Order. Total systemic collapse will be triggered through the disclosure of this simple fact: the NWO is a satanic criminal cabal of central bankers who have used pedophilic blackmail slavery to infiltrate government, media, law enforcement, and intelligence agencies to create a satanic totalitarian empire of the New World Order through a shadow government pedocracy. So they're gonna deport the Jews, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the greatest strength of the New World Order system is transformed into their greatest weakness by simply shifting from darkness to light, by distilling, and remember, darkness to light was always a big QAnon thing.
Right. False light, probably.
Right. By distilling control down to a select few psychopathic pedophiles, the New World Order was able to concentrate their control and limit their liability. This same mechanism, however, created a concentration of criminals whose crimes have already been digitally documented by various intelligence agencies within their blackmail control files. The NWO was designed perfectly for controlled demolition. And that's exactly where Doge is going to, because Doge is an already existing government entity created by Obama that is concerned with digital security, and that would be the group that would go in and be able to get these blackmail control files.
He's cloning all these hard drives. Elon, he's in there just like.
And that's what's funny. Where they, like, when we saw earlier when they're looking at like, oh, like we're actually filing papers in underground storage place. Well, we need to get all them files digitized. The world will be united through our shared humanity, through our collective and unanimous rejection of the globalist cabal. Every country will share in the ritual of exposing and prosecuting the crimes of the cabal. Every country will be united by our collective freedom from slavery and our shared respect for each other's sovereignty. A federation of freed countries will unite in support of each other's freedoms.
Hey, that gets into what you see going on in Germany and over there and stuff with the like insane. They're knocking your door down with a SWAT team with guns if you just post like a meme. There's no way that will continue.
And this is also strange why like so many like people, foreigners are so obsessed with Trump. The rest of the world
they
is
love
obsessed
him.
Yeah. The political left and right will be united by their disgust with the tactics of the globalists. The left will have more deprogramming to do for their collective empathy and have been effectively exploited by the cynical globalist and the nihilist cultural Marxist. The right will feel relief, but will naturally avoid the kind of right-wing fascism of the past. Indeed, send my heart out to you guys. The right will feel relief and will naturally avoid the kind of right-wing fascism of the past. Indeed, unity will emerge naturally from the disillusionment of the lifted veil.
Yeah, I don't hear anything about Christ in this shit, so it sounds like some false light shit
It's
to
some
me.
new age bullshit.
Yeah, some straight up new age, New World Order, the exact one that they say they're fighting against.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, reset global financial system. The global financial system will be reset at the Mar-a-Lago summit. Global sovereign debts will be completely voided by a one-time global jubilee.
Bam,
Number 2, Yep. Number 2, in the U.S., the Federal Reserve will be declared unconstitutional and illegitimate, and a criminal institution will be dissolved. 3, the truth will be revealed about how the unconstitutional criminal institution of the Federal Reserve was able to be passed by a corrupted government. The assassinations of the Fed's biggest opponents during the sinking of the Titanic will be brought to light. They're going to even bring out the Titanic. Damn, bro. The blackmail of Congress and the president to pass the bill illegally and without legal quorum on what would later become the exoteric satanic holiday of Festivus. Another rebranding of Saturnalia will be revealed. Americans will realize that while the majority of Congress was on recess, Celebrating Christmas, a handful of satanic pedocrats gathered in D.C. to pass an illegal bill to give a foreign banking cabal, the one blackmailing them, control of the U.S. financial system. Two more here. The money printing authority in the U.S. will be returned to the rightful constitutional jurisdiction of the Treasury. That's already being talked about by this Trump presidency. The U.S. dollar will be reset as a legitimate gold-backed currency. We talked about that at the beginning of the stream. Number 5, all student debt will be voided. Debt slavery, indentured servitude through non-dischargeable student loan debt will be made illegal again.
Yikes. That's always been one I want to look into. This, I thought Festivus was something I thought that was from fucking Seinfeld.
Yeah, from Seinfeld, right? Yeah.
It's a Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Protocol 7, secure world peace. Okay, so peace with North Korea. This one's not super important, but I mean, I think this one kind of gets convoluted. But peace with North Korea will be secured. Rocket Man. Nuclear disarmament, blah blah blah. Control strings will be cut, dethroning the CIA and Rothschild's control over North Korea. Blah blah blah. Peace with Iran will be secured. The issue of Israel will be finally resolved, and peace will finally be secured in the Middle East. That's where we're going to build Trump Towers in Gaza, and that's why you can get free Gaza chicken strips at Jew Burger while supplies last at participating locations. The true Semites, the Sephardic Jews of Israel, and the Muslims of Palestine will be united by their love of Jew Burger Gaza chicken strips, both Crimea, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so Protocol 8, here's where it starts to get here's where it gets spicy, and here's where it ties in Elon, Tesla,
Peter Thiel, all
Thiel,
the big techs with Trump.
Stargate, all of it. Okay, so Protocol 8 is unveil occult sciences and technologies. I'll do the first two here. The fall of the cabal enables breaking the truth embargo on various scientific breakthroughs and secret technologies. Most important and spectacular among them being non-combustion propulsion systems and highly efficient clean energy technologies. These technologies have been shelved for national security because they threaten the petrodollar power structure. The unveiling of occult energy technology is enabled by two convergent factors. One, solar power was beginning to eclipse oil and coal in cost effectiveness. That's not true. The removal of subsidiaries, and he did remove the subsidiary, and the use of aerial spraying were only temporary delays of an inevitable rise of solar power. That's bullshit. The petro-yuan was posed to eclipse the petrodollar. The new gold-backed dollar makes petroleum alternatives and alternative currencies used to buy petroleum no longer threats to national security. So I think he's wrong on a lot of that stuff. But anyway, so the acknowledged special access programs will be revealed. Unacknowledged special access programs, USAPs, will be revealed. And the truth will be told about the varieties of unexplained aerial phenomenon.
Drones
in New Jersey, right?
Fucking drones.
The breakaway civilization and its deep underground military bases, DUMS, and the tunnel systems and the high-speed maglev trains which connect them will be de-occulted. Who has a underground boring company and who has a hyperloop company? Elon. The plan of the cabal hierarchy that survived the nuclear holocaust. And, that all failed. And it'll be easy for them to blame the reason why Elon's projects didn't succeed was because the cabal was trying to shut it down. So the plan of the cabal hierarchy is to survive the nuclear holocaust. They plan to trigger
the Phoenix
event by living underground in this dumb system will be revealed. This is basically the plot lines to fucking what's the video game Fallout. It will be also revealed that they use some of these dumbs to breed and traffic human children to feed their satanic pedocracy, blackmail, slavery control system, folks. We have the documents through which they
Interdimensional child
exerted
abusers.
absolute control over the world shadow governments of the New World Order, folks. Look, these people are sick. Along with the disclosure of non-combustion propulsion systems and the explanations of the UAPs will be disclosed of the real history of human space exploration, people. The occulted truths will finally be revealed about our true history, the nature of consciousness, and our place and complex and mysterious universe of the higher intelligence and multidimensional existence. Fuck!
Bullshit, New Age bullshit.
New Age. This is the Palladian shit. This is the Starseed shit. We're gonna, but mainly, I think the things that are important. All of it's important, really, because this is all really how it's gonna play out too. Though, but like, for this to be so old, and then Elon to become such a pivotal character in this story, and then to have the companies that he has. It just plays in perfectly with this whole thing. It's a masterpiece.
We're not even halfway through. I'm gonna skip 9 here. It just says basically spiritual baptism, release of all debts, control file, soul contracts.
No. The 3 is important though.
Global financial reset. What's 3? The event is a sequel to 9/11. 9/11 marked the beginning of humanity's collective and unwitting initiation into the mystery school tradition. There we go. Yeah. 17 years between 2001 and 2018 was the dark night of the soul for all of humanity. And the NWO agenda was foisted on the world's population by the pedocracy, while the petrodollar wars and opiate epidemics traumatized the globe. And the mainstream media kept us in the dark. The event will mark the end of the dark night of the soul for humanity. The truth about 9/11 will finally be brought to light as part of the overall global unveiling of the NWO cabal and all its many crimes against humanity.
Okay, well here this is Project Blue Balls here in the next one. The impact of this event may be potentiated by electromagnetic entrainment of humanity into a shared state of bliss consciousness. The phenomena may involve a natural celestial event predicted and expected to occur, such as the passing through a photon belt of highly energized blah 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 blah.
Remember Trump talking about blinding light? It's impossible to find that clip now.
Yes. It is also possible that this will involve an artificial geomagnetic phenomenon in which HARP systems and or telecom antennae are used to temporarily change the frequency of the Schumann resonance in order to entrain and induce a state of shared altered consciousness, aka bliss, for all humanity. In other words, the altered consciousness induced by the event may be potentiated by natural and or artificial means. On the other side,
this reminds me real quick of Jackson. Remember, he was like, you got to just dose the entire nation with LSD, and then everyone will just be peaceful and go along. It's the same kind of shit, but technological version of that ideal.
Yeah, this is wild because I don't even not sure if it's like saying that that's a good. It's like it's saying that this is a good thing, that this is going to happen. On the other side,
it sounds like when you go against this and you talk about Christianity, they're just going to kill you.
Yeah. So on the other side, participants will pledge their allegiance to Gaia, humanity, and their respective nations, and define principles of freedom, truth, and love. Everyone is given a fresh start, and the understanding that freedom and commitment to each other's freedoms is the highest ideal, to which everyone naturally and voluntarily commits.
Yeah,
While freedom of religion continues, all previous spiritual oaths, covenants, and contracts are voided.
Usury, debt, indentured servitude, and all other forms of slavery and bondage, including blackmail and coercion, will be universally abolished. So people are just going to start making the right choices all of a sudden. Secrecy will no longer be tolerated. Indeed, due to the release of advanced technologies, we will realize that secrecy is no longer possible. In the aftermath, many Western countries will legalize drugs and also vice crimes. Some activities are limited to specific areas, venues, and or states. Regulation and taxes allow for a relatively healthy assimilation of the previous black market activity into the light. So malls will become brothels and red light districts. That's what I've said for a long time. They'll pat you down before you go in. The hose will be set up in every different Claire's and Victoria's Secrets, and you'll be able to buy and sell drugs in there. Number 9, effective treatments for addiction will be made available to all, including ibogaine treatment for opiate addiction and LSD treatment for alcoholism. There it is. Both of these treatments have already been proven in scientific trials to have over 60% success rates. Wowie, wowie. With only one administration, the only reason they've been kept from the general population is the fact that the opiate epidemic and the substance addiction in general has been highly lucrative to multiple factions of the cabal. Going forward, secular spiritual centers and temples will combine ritual ceremony, architecture, music, multimedia, PEMF, and entheogens, such as microdoses of LSD and MDMA, to reliably produce shared altered states of higher consciousness. Old religious traditions will not be abolished, but allowed to fade naturally or adapt and evolve, except, of course, for religious traditions that involve slavery, ritual abuse, rape, and or human sacrifice. No more of that will be allowed.
So
this
all religions are gonna go.
Yeah, this is the golden dawn. This is the waking up of humanity.
Yes. So this is the Great Awakening, folks. The beginning of the Golden Age. And we've heard this say the nature of human consciousness will never be the same because we no longer have to buy our drugs from the cabal. We can just go to the store and get our drugs.
You just go to the Simon Mall. This is like a OnlyFans, but in real life. Just go.
You know, I felt like it went so well, and then I think he just like tailored off into a. He just got too stoned. He's like, "Fuck it."
Like, yeah, he's
like, "Fuck it." They're gonna make all drugs legal, and it's gonna be.
This is another Crusader writing this shit.
Exactly what it is.
That's all it is.
So these are the ones that I hadn't seen before. Is the Revelations? Oh, and they're fat.
I haven't got down this far.
Damn, there's 2.
We're like halfway down the page, basically.
Shit, we might have to do another one just for the.
Well, are they good or are they bullshit?
I don't know. I haven't read any.
Let's blast through them. Okay. Revelation number 1: United States is a corporation. Okay, I think everyone knows that. And then it just gets into why. Federal Reserve, foreign-owned corporation. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, so
it looks like it. We'll just read the headline. It looks like it's this. All the rest of the shit's to just explain why. Revelation 2: the truth about fame, power, and the cabal trap. Most ambitious and talented people are only allowed to rise as far in positions of power and influence before they inevitably hit the glass ceiling. It's fashionable to blame racism, sexism, patriarchy for this, but the truth is just as real for the smartest people and the most supposedly privileged of white men as anyone else. The glass ceiling is not about bigotry. The barrier is the ultimately psycho-spiritual. The reason the barrier exists is the significant and ever-increasing liability that the cabal faces. Blah blah blah. Bullshit.
Oh wow! So 3 is. This is one of the most guarded secrets of the cabal. The reality of the soul trap.
Oh, shit.
Faustian bargain with regard to positions of significant power and influence. Everybody in the cabal has sold their soul, meaning every person with access to significant influence and control has either sold themselves into blackmail or slavery or has been entrapped into it. This is the price one has to pay to play the game. Often this happens through entrapment, usually after the person has been carefully selected for their ideal attributes. Attractive, narcissistic, atheistic psychopaths. But this whole thing is atheistic, though. I mean,
right. The truth about moral relativism, natural law, and karma. Moral relativism is an intellectually dishonest theory foisted upon oblivious atheists on liberal campuses by brainwashed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, why is it this whole thing is moral relativism, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why
I feel like
is it written by a whole second person now?
I feel like fucking Mark Passio fucking wrote this part of it.
Yeah, definitely. Satanic blackmail. Slaves are duped by the belief, the fact they are the order givers rather than the order followers. Yeah, that's definitely some Passio shit. Vilification of ignorance, Laveyan satanic sins. Come on.
Okay, well here's one that I just was.
Truth about population control and climate change. Human pollution and destruction of the environment is not a real thing, but man-made climate change, CO2 emissions is not. Human pollution and destruction is real, but CO2 emissions is not. The reason elites want to reduce human population is that smaller population is more manageable by the pedocracy. Okay, yeah, these revelations suck. The truth about eugenics, dysgenics, and epidysgenics.
I feel like I don't know. This reads a lot like what Dylan would say.
So he just added the shit on.
Let's see here. The truth about advanced energy technologies. Now this is interesting too because it ties in with like the Q shaman guy. You know, he talked about all this advanced high technology, and then you had the guy the Green Beret Cybertruck Trump Tower guy. He was talking about all this occultic free energy technology too. And then we got, possibly Trump's uncle had, got the Tesla technology from Nikola Tesla. And then we got Elon with his company called Tesla. Interesting connections between all those. I don't know if there's all this assumes kind of basic in the truth about gangstalking. Okay, all right, there we go.
The next one, Revelation 9, is going to be like truth about Morgellons.
Right. At Revelation 8, the truth about gangstalking. It exists. The most effective way to make someone appear insane and declared insane, or even convince the targeted individual that they might actually be losing their mind, is to employ a technique called gangstalking.
Do you remember that guy Chad? We used to make fun of that dude, Squidward dude. I can't remember the name of the channel, but
yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. He had this guy on this fucking channel that he says he's John the Beloved reincarnated. He's like, yeah, 12 or 13 different psychics just randomly came up to me at different times in different cities and said, you are John the Beloved from the Bible. And I was like, that might be the actually one and only instance of gangstalking forever. They're like, let's just fuck with this guy and get this guy to just be totally fucking crazy. Pay someone to go up to him and say this everywhere he goes.
I got it.
Gangstalkers.
Gangstalking is a form of covert organized harassment. It is used all over the world, especially in hostile foreign territory. Those involved in the U.S. are either contractors of security companies, often former victims of gangstalking with Stockholm Syndrome, who gave into the pressure and agreed to join their abusers and abuse other targeted individuals. Some are members of neighborhood watch groups duped into participating. Some are gangs, secret societies, covens, and other organizations. The dark web is one instrumental tool through which such gangstalking is organized and paid for these days. Gangstalkers are often told some excuse to make them feel better about participating in the organized harassment. The target will be said to be a terrorist, racist, anti-Semite, pedophile, wife beater, or any manner of lie to seemingly justify the harassment. The gangstalkers may know that what they have been told about the target is BS, but it at least gives their conscience some plausible deniability. After all, many are paid for their participation. The evil of gangstalking is that only the target is aware of the harassment, street theater, gaslighting, and even directed energy abuse.
Damn, they're gonna just pay some dude to walk by and like touch his nose a certain way and shit.
Damn. Dude, gangstalking goes on for a minute. So this is obviously derivative of quiet weapons for silent wars. Truth about spiritual war. Yeah.
It says nationalism versus globalism. It doesn't get this spiritual war. They just blame on 100% complete pedocracy, basically. What about Satan? What about just these people? Just Satan's using people. They don't all have to be pedocrats necessarily. And awakened individuals on the other side. Some are Christians, some are Buddhists.
Oh damn! And it even goes the true meaning of the occult symbols of the obelisk and the pyramid.
Yeah, it goes completely off the rails at the end.
Yeah, the greatest difference between a pyramid and obelisk is strength and structural integrity. It is practically impossible to knock down a pyramid, for it is the steepest shape possible while still remaining stable. Any steeper and it would suffer avalanche type entropy or decay. This physical character of being the tallest structure possible while still retaining the degree of stability and strength is subconsciously perceptible to any human. This unspoken but profound perception is what makes it the most powerful tool for deceit. This is the primary reason why the cabal uses the pyramid as a symbol of their hierarchy.
Have you ever seen a pyramid, bro?
It is an attempt to portray a false facade of stability, behind which is to hide their inherently unsustainable, obscenely distorted, and precarious house of cards. After all, every con game is built on false confidence. The obelisk, however, is the true symbol of the cabal and is inherently unstable. Indeed, many an obelisk has been toppled, shattered, or stolen over the millennium. Here's a thought experiment to explore the relationship between the two states. If demolition charges were placed evenly throughout an obelisk, such that it was caused to undergo a total and symmetrical collapse, what would the result be? The resulting pile of rubble, like any pile of stones, salt, or sand, would have a slope approximating that of a pyramid.
Bam.
The only difference between a pyramid has 4 finished flat sides. In this way, the pyramid subconsciously implies the golden age of abundance and the most inequitable distribution of wealth that inevitably follows the controlled demolition of the satanic cabal.
Wowie, dude.
They have to tell you. They have to. It's the symbolism. The symbolism literally will be their downfall. Bam. That's what that means. That's what that means. Their obelisk is going to collapse to the pyramid, and the pyramid is good because shapes are good.
Yeah, shapes, bro.
Shapes.
I named it Golden Dawn. He says it's a cult because the guy's name is Dawn. Symbolize the sons of dawn as patriots, but also as the sun's dawn, as our collective light is what brings about the Great Awakening and the dawning of the Golden Age.
Damn, dude. Double entendre. Sun to symbolize that we're all sons of the dawn as patriots, and also sons of the dawn as our collective light is what brings about the Great Awakening and the dawning of the Golden Age.
And
where we go one, we go all, folks.
Bam.
Nobody can stop what's coming. The storm is upon us.
God Emperor Trump. Whoever wrote this is a wackadoo crosshatch. It starts good, man. It starts pretty
good,
solid.
Yeah. And then it goes.
He goes just completely into motherfucking New Age nonsense.
But I can see that's where I think that's where it's gonna go, though. I think
just some New Age bullshit.
Yeah, dude. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, man. This is the rise of the Antichrist, right? That's what this would be. I don't know. We'll see. We have to let it play out a little bit longer, but I would say the first 3/4 of that document that we read through tonight seems pretty on point. So
yeah, once it hit that revelation part, it's completely off the rails.
I never seen the revelation part.
I've never even seen that in the name of it before.
Me neither.
I've only seen the protocols. So that's by C Change and reposted by Dylan Monroe, the motherfucking Obama dress guy.
Yeah,
QAnon map guy.
Let me pull up my video of that just in case, so people remember that. Where do I have that at? It's like impossible to find on this thing.
I'm trying to find KB Visions, dude. Pull up some KB Visions. I can't. I don't have I'm locked out of my Instagram.
Okay, hold on. Let me
different kinds of meters in there.
Oh,
getting involved.
There you go.
It's like whether this is AI, a paid shill, a fucking operative, a gang stalker, or just a piece of trash person that would talk shit about us. I hope this makes it in there, and I hope you people recognize what this is and how this works. This is how censorship works. This is how planting black pills, dark seeds, and bullshit happens in this fucking community. And you can see it live. You can watch it happen in real time.
Yeah, I don't even think that's a real person.
Do we have a mod in the chat? I don't know.
No, we may.
yeah. So they're talking about me. They think I'm a Russian bot in their chat, talking this shit.
We need one
because you're saying he made the dress for Obama.
Yeah.
The last thing. This is weird. I don't even think this is real. I think this is AI.
Just to address a couple of things he said, I did work in the fashion industry before I switched to being an artist full time. And when I was working at Derek Lam, I designed, I think, one dress for Michelle Obama. Not designed it personally. I worked on the embroidery on it. It was this giant thing, like gorilla sized.
Something and get the community involved.
So yeah, there's a full clip to that somewhere on some phone on some hard drive of that event, but the whole thing was hilarious because those guys had no clue, and a lot of people didn't. I just knew that obscurely from some random show that Ray and KB did with that guy that probably only
on the Wake Up Radio.
On the Wake Up Radio on Event Horizon, probably only like 200 people ever listened to that whole stream. But he went in and told that whole story about making dresses for Obama. And like, I don't know, nobody.
Can you pull up KB Visions? I just want to hear her say, "Hi,
hey guys,
hi."
She was severely Morgellon affected.
Oh yeah, her and Aphrodite would get along for sure.
I think they did.
Oh, they already tripped.
Oh, yeah, they're blood up, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Hold on, I got her.
Yeah, I'm sure Aphrodite knows who she is. Then I forgot.
No, because Aphrodite was in that. It was in that click. That's how we know Aphrodite.
Hi, good day, good way.
Oh, that was a regular hi. Where's the hi?
Being a truther, sharing my truth here on social media. Learn.
She's in a plane too. Is she in the plane with Aphrodite?
No, did I lose it? Let's see here.
So
this
chaos has to ensue before heaven on earth comes.
She
ready to face the devil to meet God?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't find any good clips for her. You know, that was
pull
dope.
her up on Instagram, or are you on Instagram?
I am. I'm not signed in on this computer for Instagram. I have no idea what my password is. It's only on my phone.
Same. That's why I'm like locked out of my shit. I don't know and don't care.
But yeah, guys, if you we did some banger podcast on the Wake Up Radio on Event Horizon was the name of the show. That was kind of early on in our
journey,
our career. There was a really funny one that Drew did, and then I joined in later, and then there was this random guy that called in.
Yeah, it was like a black centric channel, but then a lot of the podcasts weren't black people. There's a couple of them.
Now I guess it's anime.
Yeah, they talk about like Dragon Ball Z now. I don't
black
get it.
People anime. I don't know. But shout out to Ray. One Lucky DSM.
Where's that dude at?
He's still around.
We need to get that dude on. He used to wear the COVID mask like years before COVID. This is years before COVID.
Oh yeah, I've got a clip of that. Yeah, it was right before COVID because I remember because me and Jackson did a stream together, and then I came on to the stream wearing the.
Oh, here it is. Here's the Dylan one. Deep State Mapping. I just typed One Lucky DSM.
Yes. Yeah. There it is. Yep. That's 2018. Yep.
Guess Dylan. Yeah. There's KB.
Yeah, this dude
Hi.
has.
Let me go to the beginning. I want to hear. She used to start every little video she put on Instagram. She'd just be like, "Hi." What the- These guys got to be feds, right?
I don't hear anything. Is it playing?
Oh, you can't hear it? Maybe because earlier it said it couldn't. It couldn't like access my audio or something. Yeah, I can drop this. I can drop this link in the backstage if you want to pull it up. I think it's just my browser's fucked up.
Yeah, so that Dylan guy was also part of like that. Remember that raid Area 51 thing?
Oh yeah, I remember that. I totally
So
forgot about that till you just
so
said that.
he was a big part of that.
So he's a Fed, basically.
I mean, he's making dresses for Obama, Michael Obama.
Yeah, definitely a Fed.
Let me get this pulled up here real quick. We'll skip through this real quick, just so you guys. So this is the throwback here, because
Yeah, 2018. Look,
I always thought this was crazy too, because like that image, that Q map, whatever that infographic was, like became so closely associated with the QAnon movement. And I always thought it was so interesting because like
QOC talks about it a lot too.
And it was just so interesting just to like as like an internal like I don't know what you would call it, but just look at like where the actual data comes from, where the image comes from. And this is what we've always tried to fuck around with for the longest time. Remember, me and you used to have these conversations because you were like, you had some concept about like certain colors, like if you posted certain colors on Instagram, it would like hit the algorithm a certain way. And like, do you remember that back in the day?
Yeah, I remember that.
Because when they would like when we'd have memes that would get reposted by huge channels and they would go viral, they would always like put them in like black and white or like change the color scheme of them and everything. It was
Hey,
always
this
a
bitch,
weird.
she's thirst trapping now. I haven't looked at her
Oh,
Instagram in a
shit.
long time. I can't click it. Damn it. Damn it.
Is that her?
Yeah, that's her. I can't click it though because I don't know my login.
Dang, KB. She got rid of that got that Morgellons vaccine, I guess. That ain't her.
Yeah, this is her, bro. KB Visions.
Shit.
She's on some filters on the face. Shit, you can tell. I want to see what she's saying here, man. All right, go back to your one. Sorry.
Let's just see.
Horizon. Show is actually American.
The audio was always terrible. On
Where
awful.
The Nazis it a little bit.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Here's one. This is one of Dylan's This is his documentary. His group is called the New Templars. This was their crusade to raid Area 51. Now he is really good at like production and graphics and all kinds of shit. So he is one of the guys that went to raid Area 51. This is one of the guys that was in the New Templars, the guy that didn't know that he made dresses for.
Head out and explore Room Right, Area 51, and all that.
Bro, he's got that members only shit on though. Flexing. That's him. That's Dylan.
That's the dude.
That's Dylan. Yeah, that's the guy that was making the dresses.
It looked like Shem. It looked like Shem's little brother.
Looked like
or something.
Shem. Yeah.
Big brother.
Every minute. It's beautiful out here. We just passed a nice grass-fed dairy farm. And there are some bigger trees.
An actual gas station.
And, and these good old MAGA boys had no clue Dylan might be a faggot. Damn it.
Oops.
I went the whole stream without saying it. So they were shocked when they found out that Dylan was a fashion designer.
Fashion designer.
Yeah, where they have a dinosaur. We've seen a dinosaur. An alien is coming up next. I'm sure.
Sus.
Wow. So him and this is their documentary, and it's horrendous, and we're not gonna
come and take our camera.
That's what I was worried about. We were like, we don't want to lose all this footage.
We don't want to lose the camera. Yeah, we're using a nice camera. And, you know, there were signs that said no photography, and we got right up in their face with the camera. So
cringe,
Yikes.
bro. Here,
Cringe.
I got in, bro.
You got in.
This is KV Visions right here. Let's see.
Damn, I missed it all.
Oh, now it's hi. It used to be hi. What happened?
No audio.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me scroll way back. Here, she's looking rough here. I mean, she'll do it. Hello, I want the hive. Remember when I shared the picture of the baby bird that looked like her?
Bro, come on.
Good day, good way. That's what she's saying now.
We're gonna get a text from Cindy in any time now, dude. We're gonna be in trouble.
Chicks nuts.
Yeah, her and Aphrodite were buds.
They look alike.
They were like actually They were friends for sure.
Like in real life. For sure.
I think they might have actually met up in real life.
Let me go way back, and then I'm gonna find one where she's just like completely tweaked out. She looks like a lot cleaner than she used to look. Yeah, these are
she
20,
looks
24.
way better. Yeah,
She was looking real bad back then. I mean, there's so many of these I can't even scroll back enough.
Jeez.
I mean, I'm still in 2024 here, I think. Hi.
Yeah, so you got no audio on your tab.
Damn it. You can't hear this?
No.
Oh, I forgot. Well, so much for that. Nothing to hear anyways. It was
no audios on the tabs. What's it? Boston Girl with Attitudes, her channel. The Boston Girl with Attitude, okay?
bad tattoos and attitude.
I got one from 4 years ago. Here we go.
Oh, you got one?
Let me pull this up.
Here we go.
Yeah, where am I at? View this tab. Add the stage.
Look at her.
Hi. So
Pick the highest came way down. It used to be like super intense.
I had some stuff I was thinking about and I wanted to share.
You know she loves Harley Quinn.
Crazy times we're in. Crazy, crazy times we are in. So I want.
Yeah, actually, I'm having trouble hating on her right now. Let's see if we go 6 years ago. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
I intend to bring forth heaven and earth for the benefit of all.
Yeah, see, she was a BOI.
Boy. Blood over intent. There's David Hogg I saw on her thing.
Possibly the oddest video.
You know what they say? The bigger the hoop.
Or
the bigger the hoops.
I think
the bigger the hoops.
I think she lives in Florida, bro. She's gonna show up at my house.
The bigger the hoops, the bigger the hoe. You know what I'm saying?
All along my life, I have been on this journey to
to find myself. To get out of
Okay,
hell.
that's what I said.
This can't be right. Like where we're living just can't be right. It doesn't feel
What?
right. No one's happy. Everybody's
I forgot I
sad,
said that
right?
last night. The bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe. And then somebody left some hate comment like, "You called that young teenage girl a hoe. That's low even for you." And I was like, "Did I call her hoe? I totally didn't remember." I was like, "I might have. I totally forgot I said that." And they're like, "You're sexualizing a child." I'm like, "Yeah, it's like a high school senior. You'd be like, oh, go get an OnlyFans when you're 18. It'll empower you."
You know what? Shout out to KB Visions. You know, she was early on gave us a
She was out here putting in work.
Fucking asking us to come on to interview us and shit. You know,
No idea what we talked about. You couldn't hear a thing when you called into these shows.
Real
it was like
recognized.
it was like you're calling on a phone and everyone's on a speakerphone and they're playing music at the same time you're talking and shit.
Dude, I had some bangers on there too, though. Like,
Hey, you
I,
had
like,
some good ones on the what do you call that? The Large Hadron Collider and shit. What is?
yeah, that one was a banger, but the audio is terrible.
You
but
need
I
to
went off
You
on
need to
that.
redo that shit on the
Yeah, I know. I've been meaning to
CERN and
redo all
shit.
that.
You got a
Yeah,
lot of
Fermilab, all the
knowledge on
Fermilab stuff.
CERN and yeah, for sure, bro. You need to like
I
break it
snapped
into
on
like
that.
parts or something.
That was a great stream, but the audio is horrendous. I don't even remember half those.
Maybe
ideas that I
if
had
you can
back
find it, they might even have some AI shit now that'll clean that shit up.
I mean, I have one of them reposted on my channel.
Look for some AI like audio fucking fixer. They might have some shit now that you just upload it to.
Because I did because there's a one where I did like about Stranger Things and I connected Stranger Things with Fermilab and then with Purdue University World's
Sentient World Simulation.
Sentient World Simulation and all that stuff. That one
That's always a good rabbit hole, the Sentient World Simulation. You need to put all that information together again and just redo all that shit.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, this one. It was There's More Than Corn in Indiana.
There shows you know where
The audio is just horrendous on it. It's not terrible, but
they're blasting that
This is Ray.
fucking machine right at the wall.
Yeah.
And then you see that there's the communist.
the problem was getting Ray to shut the fuck up so that you could talk. Though was the problem usually when you would want to because Ray would just go. But shout out to Ray. I love that dude. He was awesome.
Let's try to get them both on. Let's get them to get a reunion and both come on. Didn't they have a falling out?
They had a fallout or something. Yeah, I think
they did.
But I know Ray cryptically I haven't made a lot of Instagram posts in the last several years, but every time I do post one or do a story, he cryptically comes in there and lets me know that he's still around. So
Adobe Podcast is going to clean up that audio for you, it says.
Okay.
Try it.
We'll try that out. Because, yeah, I did one on this one's a banger, More Than Corn in Indiana, Stranger Things. And then I did one all about Fermilab and our reality is being conjured was the and Welcome to Fermilab land. So I do need to redo all that shit though, but like I really don't even look into that anymore. But
and you probably remember enough of it.
Yeah, I got a lot of information on that, and nobody's really ever really covered any of that. But
and then you still got to do your like your Sun Square shit or whatever.
Yeah, I still got a lot to do, and after
get to work, fam. It's 2025. We out here.
The Tecumseh stuff was big, but then like it kind of fell out. But we'll see if Trump goes to the Indy 500 this year. That'll be.
Oh, he will.
We'll see about that. We might have to, if that's the case, then I'll have to revisit all that stuff. But I have been thinking about doing the Fermilab stuff again because there is a lot of new stuff going on at Fermilab that is not being. Nobody's really talking about it. They just got a gigantic cryogenic underground freezer section sent to them from CERN. Hashtag DQ.
Is the shit even real, or is it just like a dumb?
It's probably just a dumb, to be honest. It's probably
Just some huge
Elon's
land
probably
grab.
gonna shut that shit down. They don't even really get that much money though, but it is like the head of quantum computing. Like, that's where the quantum computing headquarters is or whatever.
And that ties into the max headroom breakthrough.
Yes. Yeah. That's a big one. Max headroom, Chicagoland area. I think it had to be people working at Fermilab that did it. Nobody else would have the headroom, in the RF frequency, or people that were working at Lucent Technologies, because Lucent Technologies, their biggest laboratories were right next to Fermilab. And then plus we have Argonne National Lab, so we have a whole network of laboratories, like right all in one area. But yeah, it had to be somebody working for Lucent or for Fermilab or for Argonne that did the max headroom hijack for sure. What does that mean? I don't know. I think it was just probably some engineer that was just fucking around. Probably, I don't know. But then I tied that into, like, behind max headroom, it looks like the trade towers, and then that ties into like the original.
Can you, since I don't have
file.
audio, can you pull that up? I bet you there's somebody here that has no idea what the fuck that is.
Yeah, the max headroom incident. Yeah.
The max headroom incident. They broke into the television signal in Chicago in the 80s. Like, there's no way the FCC could not have traced them. I mean, maybe there is, but
Well, I mean, it's no way. Not the average person has the headroom to hijack a signal like that, So let me pull that up. Present, share screen, max headroom incident. Frickin' liberals.
ooh, remix that shit.
Look at the music.
I don't know. Like some romance music.
You've gotten with the old ones of your tribe. That is the only way to learn.
I'll get you a hot drink, miss.
Some dry
Oh, wait. No, hold up. Do you hear that? I know who it is now. I know who it is. It's Armin Hillman. It's Max Headroom. Oh, God, people. Oh, Jesus.
Oh shit, bro. Oh god.
Oh, God, people. Yeah, look at it.
Damn, bro. That's definitely him, bro.
Damn, Armin Hillman is fucking Max Headroom. You heard it here. You heard it here first, folks.
Damn, bro. OOE exclusive. Sounds just like him, man. That's literally what he does, bro.
Oh, glorious.
Timmy! Timmy! Yeah, it's Timmy, bro. That's what he does, bro. He gets the whip. He says, Timmy, Timmy. Oh, shit, bro.
Yo, what?
Bro.
Yo, what? Yo,
Bro.
we just... Yo.
Just solved a cold case live.
Yeah. No,
Damn,
no.
bro.
What? Yo.
Oh my god.
Yo, that is wild right there.
That's fucking him, bro. That's Chewy spanking him right there.
Let me. Oh my god, dude. That's so funny.
That's fucking funny as fuck, dude.
That is hilarious. Let me see if I can find a video of him doing it.
You gotta find him like cracking the whip.
Yes.
Timmy. Oh god. We could do it in post.
The monogenes, the only born, right, is that one that is perfect.
Sounds just like him.
God, it's a gorgeousness. Look, and it looks like it's a. We're gonna see what looks like to be a contradiction. Protogenea. She's that first baby, right? She is that first. You have one more. I want. Yep.
Yeah, but he does do the thing where he gets whipped and shit, dude. I wish I could pull that up right now. That would
You
be
gotta
fire.
just. He does it every stream. Just like scrub through it.
This is the apocalypse of your initiation. She is the one who is both ateles and teleote. And then everybody loves to do just odd. Right? But I would Duke. Okay? I'm trying to hide it. Do you understand? What is mas is for the temple.
Oh, we gotta find this shit, bro.
You can have them there and they can do anything.
I'm gonna
You
pull
better
up
not
one
say
too. Hold on. I'm
things.
gonna keep searching
Do you-
while you're searching.
We had last week, we had the
Find
drugs.
this shit.
Drugs. When you're saying
Drugs.
your prayer. Here's
Drugs.
an actual reference to a detail of the school of Magi was Medea. So this is her Christing magic. It's her Christing magic. She's the founder. Isn't that cool? One person in history could have so much influence over everybody because you can feel Jesus in the air. I don't know about you, but when I take a shower, I'm like, oh, Jesus, he's in the air. You know what I mean? He's everywhere. He's on the phone. He's on the.
Get him saying Jesus,
Right,
and then
he's
go
on
back to that dude saying Jesus.
Oh, I gotta pee so bad. Okay, you gotta take it for a minute.
Okay, I can't play anything because my browser's fucked up. So how you doing, chat? How you doing? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna search for this guy fucking cracking that whip. And I'm gonna make UT play it. Hold on a second. Stand by, live truth ring. Oh wait, D-Rex says I seen one a few months ago. He was leaning over and snorting shit just out of view. It was nuts. Yeah, he's a fucking lunatic. Let me see. I've seen this motherfucker do this shit, so I just got to go back and find the ones that I've like watched. Here, I'll pull up my screen. You guys won't be able to hear it though. You know what I have to do?
Fuck, my bad. I was about to piss my pants.
It's all good. I just can't play anything because they can't hear it. So
I think I found one.
You found one with him whipping? I'm finding one right now. I'm gonna find one. If you don't, I'm gonna find it. It'll be worth it for the jokes, people. I promise. For the joke.
Yeah, we'll edit it into into something good. I know the one guy like clips those out a lot, but
I feel like he does it when I haven't seen all of them, but the ones I've seen, he does it pretty early in the stream because the people want to see him do it. Like the ones I've seen, maybe like the first third of the stream or something. Damn, I'm gonna find this dude. It's gonna be funny as fuck.
I will be direct and not waste it. Thank you for
We got
coming.
100 people just watching
I
us.
want
Like,
to
do nothing.
say, just give it
Appreciate you guys.
tonight.
Yeah, Tommy, you're right on this part.
Tonight. All right. Wasn't that fantastic? Played this game before, and I've given to the theology department chances at the wisdom, and let Danny Jones and Dan
or in
reason or healing or walled off your thumb and say, God, Dan, does that hurt you? Same attitude, Dan. Oh, really? What is? Watch this. Oh, and it's not gonna, etc., etc. I don't need giving these death induced counts of your
Damn, I can't find that one
awakening.
right now. The one time you can't find. Any other time you watch the guy, that's all that he does.
You know, and
Michael,
those
I
who
appreciate you.
you find that a lot. Unfortunately,
that's 800 something.
I mean, that's bastardized.
It's the beat.
Performances.
Damn it, man. Damn it. Okay,
The one time.
The bit's going on too long. The bit's going on.
Not when they see it edited. No.
There's got.
Hold on, I'm scrubbing through a bunch of them right now. I'm gonna get them.
I know what the pastor didn't tell you. Always like clips them into.
Oh, he has that clip.
Well, he clips them into the stream all the time, into the videos all the time.
Timmy, the gadfly.
Let me just go back to the.
Giant bastard piece for all the greatest world newspaper nerds. My brother is wearing the other one. But it's nerdy. That's what you got put
Yeah. So that's Mike's bedroom.
Can't find it. God damn it, dude. We'll just have to do it later, I guess.
Yeah, it's gotta be somewhere.
No, I'll find it as soon as we fucking end this.
We'll just
stream.
edit that together somehow.
Yeah.
It's at least we found the funniness there. Guys, you heard it here first. Armin Hillman. We finally have decoded the Max Headroom incident. It turns out that it was Armand Hillman.
The whole time, damn.
The whole time.
Checks worse than Jesus.
Oh, bro. That's fucking when he says, "Oh Jesus," and then splice him saying, "It's Jesus, people." Fucking gold, bro. Oh my god,
okay.
he's like in his car on the most recent one. Have you seen that one?
No. I wish I could find one where he's getting whipped. God damn.
I know, bro. I swear, everyone I watch, he pulls that whip out and he's like, Timmy. First time I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is he doing? I thought he was like beating a dog off the screen or something. It's just some little like bit he does. They love it. Yeah, obviously I can't find it now. He's at 43.5 thousand. He was just under 40,000 not that long ago.
Oh, I think I might.
Oh wait, I think I might have found one too. Hold on.
Those
No.
pathways of the mantic prophetic art. The Christing leads to the mantic prophetic art. Do you understand? Is this medicine? Yes. Yes, it is, people. It's medicine. You didn't know Christ was a medical term, did you? And take it down. This is where the fun is. Do you have a picture of? This is the fun thing.
You just gotta like add that distortion to his
All of
voice.
causes them complete and total abject fear. I've told you, people are writing to me saying, been talking to people about Christ and what it means. And they always defensively run. Right? Things are different. Why, people? Because before you didn't own it. Now you own it. It's a fact, people. And listen, the secret is because the classicists are so goddamn lazy.
Bro, his camera is worse than the motherfucking 1983 camera, dude. Damn, bro. Max Headroom got a better motherfucking camera than Hillman.
Hey, if there's only one gold nugget tonight in tonight's stream, it's fucking that's right there. That's worth the
For
whole.
sure.
That's a whole.
That's worth the price
rack.
of admission right there.
That's a whole rack at Fort Knox right there, folks.
I feel you, bro.
That's a throwback.
I'll ask my
throwback.
wife tomorrow. She'll be able to find this. She was able to like have uncanny like recall about shit like that. She'll know exactly which stream she watched and where it was in the stream. She'll be able to go back and find it in like minutes.
I'm sure most people that watch know, but yeah, he does that. He does a thing. What does he say? Oh, seminary students. Oh, because he's like reprimanding the class. Usually, sometimes when he does it too.
And he's such a freak.
Weirdo.
Cringe ass weirdo.
Fucking weirdo.
Now his newest live streams are in his car. I'm clicking them. Why is he in his fucking car?
Are we doing some ancient adrenochrome?
We'll have to do a whole separate stream.
Cue him on. Cue
him on.
Wow. I can't believe we just uncovered that he's look at this. Holy shit, dude. He's morphing. He's morphing like a damn
the reptilian morph, yeah, dude.
Gooey, yummy for him and his plummies. Do you understand?
Do you understand?
He takes his shit serious, bro.
It's supposed to be, right? Because she wanted him. What happens? By the way, what happens? I don't mean to spoil the ending. What did Phaedra do? Yeah. She tried to take him, right?
Sexually.
And it didn't work. And he got away. So he was dragged to death. He had a chariot accident. Which mesmerized you. Okay? I'm going to bring out, what are these words? These are the chants that you will hear while you are being initiated, while you are receiving her vision. These are the voices that will play in your ear. Are you ready? What are they saying? What are they saying? Get it.
Damn, bro.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
All right, bro. I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Funny as fuck. Too bad we couldn't tie that together. We can't in post production.
Yeah, well, at least it's yeah. All right, so y'all, that was Outliner and Enslavement covering the Illuminated
Suns,
the somethings of the somethings
and Revelations, which were bullshit.
Revelations. So expect to see QAnon to return sometime this week, folks. Is what our prediction is going to be.
Who's our? You mean your prediction?
My prediction.
Yeah, okay. I'll ride with you though. You're on point. we're gonna see QAnon back. That they're gonna have another drop. This I don't even know
QAnon
where
has
did
to. QAnon
where
has
do
to
these
come back.
drops happen? I don't even know.
I don't know, dude. I pulled up I got the PDF of all the Q drops. It's
Like a
it's like
million of 'em?
3,000 pages long.
Damn. They're all bullshit. It's like fortune cookie. It's like that cold reading type shit, like real vague shit.
And that's why I've always liked the
Past proves
protocols.
the
As a kind
future.
but this protocols came out before a lot of that stuff. So I don't know. We'll see what
Bizarre.
happens.
Yeah, stay tuned, and then we'll be back. What next week?
Oh God, people. Yeah.
Oh, damn it, Chewy.
Yeah. Let's do ancient adrenochrome next time.
Okay, yeah, we'll have the clip ready next time when we do the ancient Dreamcom. We'll have the clip prepared and ready to go.
Yep, sounds good. Thanks everybody for joining tonight. We got 88 still in the chat. We got 2 hours 30 minutes.
Oh, bam.
We'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace.